Hi, welcome to insPAWed. I'm Cindy Morgan, and this is my four-legged co-host, Nigel. And this show celebrates the pets who inspired their purpose and the paths that followed. Today's guest is Wendy Berry. Welcome, Wendy.
Thank you for letting me be here with you today.
Her company, Ratology, is in Barrington, New Hampshire, and what began as a farm rat problem evolved into an ethical, all-natural alternative to traditional rodent control. With her team of rat terriers, Wendy provides sustainable rat hunts that protect both properties and local wildlife. What an exciting conversation we're going to have today. So, I'm
Cindy.
really excited to learn more about this very unique profession that you have been inspired to start.
That's correct.
So the first question is, tell me about the moment your pet inspired you.
It was mostly when we had a problem and I didn't know how to incorporate what we wanted to accomplish, which was a rat infestation in our barn, because we were raising meats for people. We had a lot of animals, a lot of grain, and then all of a sudden we had lots of rats.
Oh my goodness, okay.
So we wanted our animals and our grandkids and our children to be safe. So I started looking into natural rodent control.
Right.
And that's when I found my dog. Blitz was her name. Yep. And we got her as a puppy. Didn't know anything about how I was going to accomplish this goal because there wasn't anything out there.
And Blitz's breed?
She's a rat terrier.
A rat terrier. So she was bred for...
She has the hunting instincts in her to go after vermin.
Okay.
So they have 5 different breeds in them. So they're very hardy, sturdy little dogs.
Oh, interesting.
Very
I didn't know that.
agile. So I got her. We ended up trapping a rat in a Haverhill trap.
Yep.
And once that little dog at 6 months of age saw that rat in that trap, something clicked in her head and she was a little killing machine. So we worked together, kind of figured out what I wanted my finished product to look like, meaning, how I wanted her to hunt. So we worked on not to go after farm animals because I wanted them to be safe.
Right.
And then we trained her cue words, like catch it, drop it, get it, stay, those kind of things. And we used to do like a little game for her with a horse lunge whip, and we tied a rope and some fabric on it, and we mimicked a rat running around the property.
Goodness. So how long did it take the dog to figure this all out? Like, I know the instinct's already there, but how long of a time passed before you were comfortable with saying, all right, this dog's ready for prime time?
She was about a year old.
Okay.
When she started hunting. I talked to my vet very closely, and we didn't want her hunting really rats until her immune system built up.
Oh, good point.
So we had to wait until she was about a year. But she was catching little rats here and there. And then I realized I needed 2.
Right.
Why not, right?
So does the dog catch the rat and kill it?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know if you know this, but Papillons are ratters.
Oh, are they?
But their role was they would go in the into holes and
like rabbit holes or something?
Right. And when the animal would come out, they would play with it till it was exhausted, and then another dog would come in and take care of the rest of it.
Well, that's interesting.
And I always laugh because I'm like, he looks so fancy. Who
I
knew
know it.
they're rats? So when he sees, I don't know how he's going to act when I say the word. Hopefully he doesn't. Chipmunks. He usually gets very, like he wants to go. It's the funniest thing. So, okay, I get that drive, like on steroids though, for your dog.
Right. So I had to pick a breeder that kept that hunting line in their genetics.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yep. So
it's fascinating.
I started out with 1, and now I have 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
8 of them.
Yeah.
So do all 8 of them go out at one time? Like,
oh God, no! I wouldn't be able to keep track of all 8 of them because they're busy. I bring out 4 typically with me to do a rat hunt.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah. So we usually talk to our clients, see what the ultimate goal is, and the dogs immediately start working once they leave the truck. they know exactly where those rats are going to be.
So when they get the rat, they have a predetermined place where they bring them back to and just start like collecting a pile of rats.
They do.
Right.
Yeah. Some people have trained them to drop them in a bucket.
Yep.
After they've caught them. But my dogs seem to, this is my pile, that's her pile, and they leave them all together.
So what is the reward at the end of a good hunt for the dogs? Do they get a reward?
That is their hunt. That is their reward.
Okay.
Is the hunt.
They enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
Because
I
that's
have
their
no
mission.
problem getting them in the truck.
Okay.
They know when Mom grabs her keys and gets all my gear together, they're going for a ride,
I want to bring up something I think people don't realize is the importance of this kind of pest control.
Correct.
Is that it's safe for the environment.
Right.
Because what's happening in our homes is we put out rat poison, mouse poison, right?
Yeah.
And we are affecting the world in a way that no one usually talks about. And I'm excited to have you here today because we're going to talk about that. It's really environmentally, we need to be more responsible for our world. And
we've gotten so disconnected from other life forms around us.
Right.
And we don't really understand the impactfulness that rodenticides do on our waters, our soils, or even our pets,
right,
or our children,
right, right.
And usually people automatically go to the pest control companies, put down poison.
Yeah, we want fast. We want fast results.
Yep, we want instantaneous.
As soon as it becomes about infestations of anything, we want fast results. We don't want to be messing around, but nothing faster than a dog getting a rat and taking it right out. I mean, they're not returning. That's the end of it. It's just,
it's over and done.
It's over and done. It's over and done.
It's quick for the rat, unfortunately, And I don't like to have to kill something,
right?
So I try to educate people on proactiveness instead of reactiveness.
Right.
So that you can make better decisions, more educated decisions. So we go into a little rat psychology and little rat behaviorisms.
Yes.
So that you know what you're doing around your property and how it's being impactful for the rats.
Would this be the same method for mice? Because mice are in an attic, so you're not setting a dog up in the attic.
Oh, they can be in your basement too, or they can be around your brush,
right.
So they're easier to deal with than rats. Rats are very
smart.
Wicked smart.
Rats are very smart. We don't give them enough credit either.
We do not. And they breed so quickly that people think they're going to handle it on their own, when actually that rat is breeding every 21 days, as long as there's a food source.
And how many in their
litter? They usually have 10 to 12 pups.
Wow. So
and then she can get pregnant an hour after she drops her litter.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's why you're not keeping up.
So when people see rats, they're like, okay, I got to do something quick and fast.
Right.
So, and usually they've let the problem kind of percolate underneath the ground.
Right. By the time you figure it out, they already have a whole community under the
right.
Under the ground.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity going underground. A whole little city.
So, what lessons has your pet taught you that still guide you today? Like, what one lesson from all this
is trust. Trust your dog.
Trust.
Yeah.
That must have been scary. Yeah, I never thought of that. Like, you're letting this dog go out for the first time, and you're like, I hope it comes back with something.
Right. Or, they're used to working at my property, but what happens if I bring them to another person's property? Will they listen to me? Because they got a lot of other distractions.
Right.
Does that dog really know where the rat is? Am I going to trust that dog?
Right.
So I had to really let go of that one.
Trust, that's a big one.
Yep, it is. They're actually a partner,
Yeah.
And they're the leader of the group. I'm just backup.
Which one out of, you said 8 of them?
Yeah.
Is there one that's the alpha?
It was Blitz. She just recently passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 16.
Yep. Oh, wow. Huh?
Yeah.
Amazing,
but
she was sad.
She was such a great farm dog.
Yeah.
Her and I were synchrony.
Yes.
She knew exactly what I was expecting from her, and she knew how to execute it.
Yep.
So,
yep. And how I met Wendy was actually at Haverhill's Wolfstock.
That's
because it's on a farm
Yeah.
Marlene, who owns Chris's farm stand, said, hey, I have this really unique business I would love to have come here at the event. And she told me at first, and I was like, wow, I love this. I never knew this existed, you know. So I'm so appreciative that you came on. It came into the first event because that was wonderful.
It was a wonderful event.
I think people just need to be educated more. There's
They do.
so much that dogs do, and we have no idea.
No
We're
idea.
just scratching
really
the surface.
Blitz used to herd my sheep for me, you know, and my cows.
Yeah.
She just saw that we wanted our cows to go from point A to point B, and she would watch what we were doing, and she just jumped right in and did it. Unbelievable. Yep, exactly.
So, what moment made you realize your pet had sparked something bigger?
After we had such a good success on our farm with our dogs doing rat control, they became bored in the wintertime, and spring was coming. We didn't have any more rats for the dogs to hunt
They
for.
took care of the job.
They did. So I ended up putting it out on social media thinking, these dogs know what they're doing. Let's try it. Let's see if there's an interest in it.
Right.
Give them something to do. So we put it out on social media, asking if people wanted to have rat hunts with dogs on a New Hampshire farm page. And we had 181 hits in a half an hour. So I really got overwhelmed. And it's like, oh my goodness. So I closed it. And that's how I knew that we had hit something.
Oh man,
with
bigger
the
than
dogs.
anything you ever could imagine.
Oh goodness, yes.
So at that time, did you even have a business name? You were just kind of putting it out
We
there.
were just free
like
for
we're just farmers helping farmers. What do we need?
Yep, helping the environment.
Wow.
Yep, it was
wow.
crazy.
Wow.
So we would go out and people wanted to pay us, and we were just doing it for free because I didn't know what to charge.
Right.
And plus I wanted to make sure that we were effective before we accepted any donations or, you know, compensation or anything. But yeah, people were very willing to contribute to this endeavor.
What was the most rats ever caught on a job? I can't wait to hear this
sitting
number.
down?
Oh my goodness! It's like, say what the business was. Was it a farm? And where? In not particularly where, like address.
Yeah.
And what was the results? The final number.
I had a client in Derry,
Yep.
little cul-de-sac area. She had 3 chicken coops raised in silkies. She sent me a video of about probably 30 rats on top of her run, on top of her chicken coop area.
Because they want to come for the grain. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yep. So we went, and they got 50 at that point. So we kind of gave her some ideas and tricks and whatever. Then we went again, probably in the fall.
Yep.
And in an hour and a half with 4 dogs, they got 175 rats.
Oh my God.
That was a lot of rats. They were very busy.
And it's so funny how we think of rats only in the city.
I know it.
Yeah, why is that?
I didn't have any clue about rats either until I had my problem.
Oh my goodness. So probably in my backyard woods somewhere, there could be some rats out there having
they could be having their own little party out there. That's right.
Wow, 175.
Right. It was crazy.
Your dogs must have been like...
They were in their glory, you know?
like the best day ever.
Oh, yeah. They were tired. They took a nap afterwards.
Yeah, they were exhausted after, huh?
Yep. They were tired.
Yep.
But after an hour of nap time, they were ready to go again. So
on a physical level, I'm thinking like exercise-wise, that's a lot for... like what does your rat terriers weigh? What's the weight of a rat terrier average?
19 to 25 pounds. I do have a larger size one that's 35 pounds.
So you really have to make sure their nutrition is right up to date because they're really they're working dogs. They're working
athletic dogs.
Yeah.
Busy.
Wow.
But inside the house, they're very couch potato, just like Nigel here, you know?
Like I'm off duty right
they're
now,
like,
right?
yeah, we're just hanging out.
This is Nigel's natural duty. That's unbelievable.
So we feed them a raw diet supplement to their kibble, and they get raw quail eggs and So they get a wide variety of foods.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. That's something absolutely. I'm thinking how hard they're working, and it's a responsibility on you as the owner to make sure they can keep performing because they're athletes, absolute athletes.
They are.
How many rat terrier businesses are around in this, we'll just say United States? Like,
I don't know. There's
oh
not
boy,
many.
I'm fascinated to find out now.
Yeah, there's not many rat terrier hunting groups. They're common out in the Midwest, and they do coon hunting with the larger rat terriers.
Okay, interesting.
Some will do the wild boar hunting with them.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're pretty tenacious, you know, but then they're loving at the same time, you know, when you're sitting at home.
So no groundhog is trying to come to the farm?
No. No.
No squirrels, no chipmunks. They know, the word's out.
They found like a raccoon, so I think that was 5 dogs for a raccoon that was invading our chicken coop.
Yep.
And so they took care of that problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm so impressed by them. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's so much fun to watch them work. They work together as a team because each dog has their role.
Okay.
So Lola likes to go underneath a building and cause all the chaos and get those rats to moving. And she'll dig and dig and dig so that dog can move dirt. Let me tell you.
Wow. Yeah. And then what would be another job amongst the group?
Then you've got the one that causes chaos on the outside, and they bark and they will help dig in the other direction when they smell the rat. So they pick up the rat smell at the here and the now.
Wow.
Not where a rat was like an hour ago. It's right when the rat is there.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. And how many times is the typical amount that you have to return to a farm that has rat problems? If they're not putting all the things in place to their best capacity, I would think that there's some rats that still are like, hey, there's every once in a while we get it, right? Because they're scavengers, right? They're
opportunists.
Opportunists, I love that.
They're opportunists. And there's no guarantee that the dogs are going to get all the rats because they would have to be all in one area or in 2 areas.
Right.
So in this whole process, I had to learn about the rats, the rat psychology, and how they behaved, so I could help focus the dogs, if it's a large farm, on where we need to look, possibly, and then let the dogs find them. So we ended up having to go back often because you leave 2 rats alone.
Oh, yep.
And
every
in
21 days,
you know, you've got 10, 12 pups per female. And then when they're 4 inches in body length, that's breeding age, which is 21 days old.
Oh my goodness.
And
wow.
So they figured out that one breeding pair in the picture perfect world can breed and have offspring in generations of about 15,000 in a year.
Wow. Do rats have the same ability as mice? I know, because I've had mice in my house. They can get into as small as as thin as a dime or whatever. What is the philosophy on that with a rat? The same thing? And why can they do that?
Yep. The rat can get into a size of a quarter hole. As long as the head can fit through that hole, then the rest of the body just kind of collapses. And I actually saw
even if the rat is like that fat, right?
As long as the head can get through, the rest of it just kind of shimmies right through it.
Unbelievable.
It is. It is.
Fascinating.
So we were called on repeat jobs often. And it's like, there must be a better way to dealing with this.
Right.
So that's when we found out about the rat birth control.
Oh my goodness, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's another tool. All these are tools because rats are very suspicious. They learn quickly. So if you think you're going to try and trap them, or even use poison if you want to do that, the rats are going to learn quickly on how to avoid those tactics. So the birth control gives you time in your arsenal to work on your other implementations, like reducing the feed, cutting back your brush, trapping, whatever it is. It gives you that time so there's not breeding.
So the birth control is something that looks like is enticing to them to chew on or eat, I'm guessing?
It's little Vienna sausage-looking sausages, and it's made out of a natural product unrefined cottonseed oil. And it stops their breeding, and it works on both male and female rats.
How fascinating.
And it's safe for the environment.
Right. So it's like that old picture. I have this picture in my head. I don't remember where I saw it, but it's like, you know, the mouse with the cat eats
Yep.
the rat, and, you know, it goes up the
Right.
chain. And
Right.
if you've poisoned here, I remember
Right.
as a child, my dog captured, believe it or not, a bird
Yep.
that for some reason was on the ground. And then she had some strange blood disorder that
Oh,
they
goodness.
said that bird must have had rat poison or some kind of pesticide, and she lived, luckily, but it was like a weird blood issue
Yeah.
that cleared up. But that's when I really learned. I was probably like 11 years old at the time, and I was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So
Yeah. So we try and educate our clients on how to be responsible citizens and part of nature,
Right.
because we are, you know, and give them, you know, other ideas of what they can do to get rid of the rats.
right,
And this is one of those important tools.
because that affects all the way up to the eagle,
It does.
right?
Yep. And the mountain lions and the bobcats. And I was at a New Hampshire Audubon meeting because New Hampshire is trying to reduce the use of rodenticides. So we were trying to discuss different options and possibilities of how to execute those bills, you know.
Right.
And the birth control came up, so I kind of educated people about that.
Because you sell the birth control to the consumer.
Yes, I'm a distributor, so we
Okay.
sell it to different municipalities, businesses, rescues, zoos.
And the
Public.
mice will eat this too?
We have a formulation for mice because they have a higher metabolism, so it has to be
Okay.
double the potency
Okay, fascinating.
to work as effectively.
Fascinating. Excellent. So, if your pet could talk, what do you think they would say about your success story?
They're like, "Yay, Mom, we're a team." They're so happy. They're living their life. You know, they're just doing the thing that they love to do.
They're like, thank you for letting us do what
Yeah.
we were meant to do.
Yep.
Yep. I know, people don't realize
They need a job.
a breed
and
like that needs
purpose.
a job, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think any dog does.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Even little Nigel here.
Yeah, Nigel
right, buddy?
knows he's a celebrity.
That's right.
So here's my bonus question, spill the treats. What's one funny, quirky, or surprising thing about your pet or your journey together?
Surprising. It's just how much joy those dogs bring to many, many people.
Yes.
You know?
Yep. Yep. They're our heart dogs. For
They
sure.
are.
Yep.
Even
Yep.
my clients, you know.
Yeah.
When we show up, everybody's like, "Oh,
The
they're
saviors
here.
are
That's
here.
right,
You're
they're
saving
here,"
me.
you know?
Right? You're saving
Yeah.
me.
And they get treats, and people are just so thrilled, and yeah,
I love
they're
that.
just-
So before we wrap up, where can people find you or follow your work?
Several ways. We have Ratology Facebook page, and we also have a website, ratology.com. And last thing, Legacy Farm Riding Ratties.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So we do post our videos, and we also give tips and tricks on rat problems.
Yeah, I got to come visit you on a regular
Oh,
job. I
yeah,
want to
that
see
would
it
be
in
fun.
action.
Yep,
I
it's
so want
fun.
to see it in action.
It's fun.
Well, thank you for joining us and
Thank you.
sharing your amazing story. I
Thank
find
you.
the whole thing so fascinating and so important to our environment. So you're doing good work. A special thank you to HC Media for providing the studio space and supporting community storytelling. Follow insPAWed on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And if these stories inspired you to share your own, please consider applying to be interviewed. All information is on our platforms. And I'll thank you for watching and supporting these stories. And I'll leave you with this question. How have you been insPAWed? Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you. Good job, Nigel.
Yeah, yes, a good one.